Speed, audacity, and violence of action win the day is a special ops maxim that actually contains good advice for self-defense situations. If attacked, attack back and take them by surprise with speed, audacity, and violence of action. Be quick and decisive and exploit every advantage so you can then escape to safety. Welcome to Coffee with Alain. We're going to talk a little bit more about this topic. Appreciate everybody that joins and shares and comments. Today I got this University of Ohio cup for coffee this morning. This was a gift from one of the viewers, Eric, who often joins and sometimes joins later and watches the replay, but it was appreciated to get this cup. Shared it when he gave it to me, but using it again this morning. Speed, audacity, and violence of action. Important principles in combat and also in self-defense situations, even though our goals are different in the two. Military, you're going to have a variety of different goals that you're engaging in combat over. In self-defense, our primary goal is to keep ourselves safe and to do whatever we need to do until we can get to safety. When something happens, it's going to happen blindingly fast, and you are going to have to react with speed. That's why I'm so insistent on people having a general plan and do some training, because that speeds up getting to action, doing something. You don't have to think about it if you've already thought about it and have a plan and have trained with that plan. It can come naturally. That speeds up your action, gives you a better chance of surviving the situation, of defending yourself. Audacity, willingness to take bold risks, right? Engaging in physical altercation is a risk. And for many people, it's a bold risk because maybe you've never been there or done that before. And you have to be willing to do it. And that's what the planning and the training prepare you for. And violence of action. Fighting is violent. Somebody that is trying to seriously hurt or kill you, you need to be violent and attack back with that same commitment to possibly seriously hurt or kill them if that's what it takes to survive and get you to safety. Dixon says, audacious. Thanks for joining us this morning, Dixon. So these principles are extremely important, and you need to sort of ingrain them and accept the fact that that's what's needed. In an active shooter situation, I teach that there's 3 responses that you have, and you need to act immediately. That's that speed. Now, if you can escape, that's one of the options. Wonderful. We're going to escape. If you can deny the killer access to you, barricading, getting behind something that's bulletproof, whatever you can do to deny that killer access, that's a strategy. Attacking back, defending yourself with everything you have is the 3rd strategy. Which one you do, that's going to be determined by where you are in proximity to the killer and your environment. Whichever one you do, the ultimate goal is to survive and eventually escape to safety. But if you have to take that guy out first, that's what you have to do. And that's where that willingness to take bold risks may come in. And all of them you need to do as quickly as possible. Speed is so important. You don't have time to think about things and meander around and wait to see what else might happen, or wait for someone else to come and take care of the situation for you. That's why we say when seconds count, the police are only minutes away. And that's nothing negative against the brave men and women serving our communities that I respect greatly. It's just the nature of the reality. Police are not called until something has already started. And an awful lot can happen between the time they're called and the time they get there, even with the best law enforcement responses. And that's why we are our own first responders, and we must act quick and decisively. And that's why we want some education, a plan, and some training, because that will speed up our reactions and give us a better chance to eventually get to safety and survive an encounter, whatever that encounter may be. So these principles are terribly important. And to implement these principles, it is extremely important to know what to do, to have a plan what to do, and to have practiced and trained some with that plan. How much training and such do you need? That depends. For the average person, I'm not going to expect them to devote their life to training like I and other martial artists and people in the industry have done. For an average person, I don't expect you to do the training that a Delta Force operator or a Navy SEAL or any of those special groups do perform, because you're not going into that heat of battle and danger like they are, purposefully going into the heat of battle like they are. But in today's world, it is prudent to have some education, to have a plan, and to have some training on how to defend yourself and keep yourself safe. And the awareness and avoidance, most important, because then maybe you never need any other physical skills. There are people that go through their entire lives never getting into a physical encounter, and that is wonderful. I wish everyone could do it. Sadly, there are far too many people that have become victims of violence because they didn't know what to do. They had no plan. They had no training or practice. And that's what I'm here trying to prevent. Because I'd rather you have some and never need it than have none and you do need it and you become one of those victims. So get some education. Train a little bit. Have a plan of what you would do in different circumstances. Practice safe habits so you might not need anything else. And then remember, if something serious happens and you are attacked, speed, audacity, and violence of action can help get you to your goal, which is escaping to safety and going home to your loved ones that night. Everybody have a fantastic Monday. Stay safe. We'll see you tomorrow.